up at the top, and that way when you want to talk, you can just... There we go. Okay. Yeah, if you want to talk, just unmute it and let us know. Or if you want, you can chat on the side and we'll watch that to see if you've got something you want to share. So I was going to try putting in a picture. Okay. All right, so I was able to put a picture in. So maybe we should add pictures to the document for your section if you have some or want to research and get some.
Something that I was thinking about, I don't think that the order that we have these questions really flow. Not the order of the questions in the document, I mean, but the way that they were written on that paper, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But we should probably figure out an order to give all this information in that is a little more cohesive. That makes sense? Because we, as it stands now, we just kind of jump all over the place. Like, for example, with Sarah's, stuff that she's talking about is also stuff that I'm talking about. So we could kind of combine sections together in that way.
Yeah, and we'll need to do all the references, be able to just kind of edit
Put them
those.
all in a chunk at the bottom.
Yeah. I'm willing to volunteer to edit this one unless somebody really has a burning desire to do it.
Nope.
Yeah, no. Be my guest.
Yeah, thank you for doing that too.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought the questions were kind of supposed to go in kind of an order, starting with some background, but
just the way that they work,
yeah.
Some of the questions step on each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is not our fault. It's the person who asked questions that did that.
Yeah. Well, I think I can get it ordered.
Did you still want us to throw some pictures in, or you just want to edit it the way you want to do it?
You know, it's not hard to Google. You know,
How about we each come up with a picture that supports our part, and then you could just stick them wherever you want them. Does that make it easier?
Yeah, that's fine. Because then I'll just do the. Yeah, I'm just kind of reading. Sorry if I'm
no, you're good.
pausing and talking.
Dare you?
It's kind of cool to see somebody editing it, Whitney.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. All right. Yeah, if you guys want to cut and paste and put a picture in, then I'll do that. Now, Charlie, you put this together on Google Docs, right?
She can't hear you.
Oh.
But yes, she did.
Okay. Let me just see something. Does anybody know how to save a Google Docs back into just a regular Word doc?
I do not.
Can you copy and paste?
Yeah, I think
See,
we do.
it looks like make a copy, but oh, maybe here download as. Yeah, here we go. Download as a Microsoft Word doc. Okay, all right, I got it. Okay, so let's do this. Um, we'll give Janalee some time to put together her little snippet on what role did the conflict play in the eventual collapse of the Soviet Empire. And everybody else can throw a picture on there. I've got a couple of pictures. If I think it needs some more pictures, I'll just Google image some stuff, throw it on there. So it's due Thursday. This Thursday the night is the 19th. I think it's due Thursday the 26th. So if everybody can just have their stuff kind of, if they want to do any editing or whatever, and add a picture by this Thursday or Friday, I'll start editing it on this weekend or maybe Monday or whatever. What I'll try to do is by Tuesday, I will, it's going to look differently if I put it back on Google Docs. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just email the group with an attachment with the Word doc. And that way you guys can, I'll attach it as a Word doc and also as a PDF. Because sometimes if you have different versions of Word, the formatting gets weird, but a PDF will show what it's going to look like to the class or to the teacher. Maybe we should just do it in PDF as an attachment on the discussion board where we're supposed to submit this. Either way, so I'll give you guys a copy of it on Tuesday, the 24th. If anybody has any comments, or I'm going to rely on you guys to proofread it. So if there's anything, just kind of read through it, proof it. If you think something needs to be reorganized, just shoot me a note and I'll reorganize it. But then other than that, then we'll be able to submit it Thursday the 26th.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like everybody did a pretty good job from what I'm seeing. Yeah, because like Whitney's part, who are the Mujahideen and why did the Soviet Union invade Afghanistan? That's going to be one of the first sections.
Mm-hmm.
And then Charlie's part about stabilization's going to be towards the end. Then my section on blowback and kind of repercussions years later will be probably the last part.
Or that could even go after, there's the question, what the, like I was saying, Sarah's, what was the United States' role in the war, and then mine, or what were Pakistan's role in the war, and those two are literally talking about the same thing. So then your part could go after that, because the blowback was basically just all the garbage that happened because of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, Al-Qaeda and the Taliban.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as long as I've got the text, we'll get everything in the same font. Looks kind of funny reading through it with all these colors.
Yeah.
Okay, does anybody have anything else they want to talk about for the case study?
Mm-mm. I don't have anything, but
All right.
I don't have anything either.
Okay. Anna, do you want to, or does anybody want to kind of summarize what we need to do for the futures project? I'm going to pull up the rubric and everything here. So,
Sure. Let me pull it up too. Oh, just it looks like I'm totally not paying attention to you guys. I've got two laptops here. One, the mic and the camera works, and the other it doesn't. But I like that one better, so I'm just going
yeah, I've
back and
got my
forth.
desktop and a laptop going here. So,
It's like I'm just not paying attention. I'm watching Netflix in the background. No. Okay.
I wish I was.
All right. And the instructions. We should have all already done the team contract, which is really just um, uh, naming the people in the group and saying what our subject is and all that stuff. We all did that already, right?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Then we need to create a script. Oddly enough, we need to have a bibliography ready to go by the end of next week. And then the script isn't due for another 4 weeks after that, which seems kind of strange to me because how would you know what you're going to need? So I guess it's just like every single source that the researchers are finding. We just need a record of all of that so then we can go through and write our script from that, which I guess I'm the script writer, but you guys have to give me all the information and tell me what we want to write, and I'll put that together. And then, yeah, where's that? I had a list of all the stuff people were doing. I don't know what I did with it. And oh, I wrote it down. That's what I did with it.
Charlie's wondering when the bibliography is due for the future project. I'm sorry, I don't have it on the top of my head. Does anybody else?
It's next Thursday or next Friday. And yeah, that's not what I was looking for that I had written down. Yeah, I think the bibliography is due the end of week 5, which is next week. This is week 4, right? Yep. So end of week 5, and then the script is due. I think it might be a rough draft of the script. It might be the full thing. Let me look. I think it says it in the introduction to lesson 4. It gives more information. Let me check. No, it doesn't. Oh, he put it in the notes from the instructor. So yeah, the bibliography due Saturday of lesson 5. A rough draft as either a written script or an outline is due the Saturday of lesson 9, so 4 weeks later, and then the final audio podcast is due the Saturday of lesson 11, so 2 weeks after that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm okay with handing things in early, so if we want to just like get this done and not have to worry about it for the rest of the semester, I'm okay with that.
That'd be awesome.
I'm fine with that.
Just go back to back with this one, just get it done.
Maybe I'm tired or something, but I'm not able, for some reason I'm not able to tell Charlie the answer to her question. Everything you just said, I'm going to have to look it up and read it again.
All right, I can type it.
Sorry about that.
Oh, why am I not typing?
I think next Friday is the script is due, right?
Nope, it's actually the Saturday of lesson 9. The script is due. So next Saturday is the bibliography.
Okay.
Due the end of next week.
Do we have a way we're going to do the script, or do we need to figure that out?
I think we have to figure that out.
Yeah.
I
We should get our topics.
Yeah. So the two that are researching, I can't remember who's doing what, but the two that are researching to be finding sources that help to explain, I guess, the past, the present, and the future, which the future is our conjecture, of where women's rights have been, are, and will hopefully end up. Right? And then from there, we can work together as a group to figure out what we want to say, and then I'll write it all up. We don't have to like word for word. I can, add stuff in and figure it all out, make an outline, hand that in, and then flesh it out, and then give it to the people that are, I guess, recording it and editing it. Not to say that you guys are on your own. I mean, we could all work together to, we could say our own parts, or one person can do it all, or however we want to do it. It's all up to us. There's really like no guidelines.
Right, yeah.
Okay, I found the team contract. It was in an email way back when, but I think it's on a Google's doc here. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
Okay, let me. Well, we got on a different thread because we were doing a case study thread, and we were doing. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, because it took me a while to go back and find it. So I'm just gonna go to this case study thread that we put the thing for our case study, and I'm gonna try to put this up here. Okay, you guys, see if you can link to this.
Oh, awesome. Charlie's already started. Getting some sources together.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay. All right, so that has our project due dates and the roles.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Yep.
And we can just use this document to collaborate, I guess, if we want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like copy and paste all your sources on here. And
The thing that looks like a picture on page 2, I think, was just like a.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I think it was a picture of the rubric, so I'm just going to take that off of there. Okay. All right.
I'm not really sure what they mean by write a future scenario. So Whitney, good luck. I have no idea what that's asking you to do.
I think what it is, hang on, I'm reading Charlie's here. It's really amusing watching all he looks bored. Okay, Charlie. Do you have a microphone, or it's just not working, Charlie?
It isn't working.
Shake your head, not working.
She can't hear you.
Oh, she can't hear either?
No, she can't hear
Oh, okay.
anything.
We need somebody for the deaf who can transcribe everything.
There's my other laptop.
I'll try and keep up with the typing.
Does anybody know sign language? I know turtle. And happy and ugly. That's it.
No.
All right.
And I'm terrible at typing.
Oh, whoever, Brooke Burke, which is an actress, I believe. Not the one in our class, but there is one. Every time I see her name, I think of that. Her screencast, I think, was a really good format, the way that she did it. I think that's something, I mean, for the her topic presentation, I think if we do our podcast along those lines, I think it would work really well. You know what I mean? Like
So
talking over the PowerPoint. I don't know if you guys have watched that yet.
Yeah, I did.
I think she did a good job.
Yeah, I found that's the easiest way to do a screencast, or I don't know, this is a podcast.
I don't even know what that word means. I think I'm like too old and too young at the same time to have a clue what a podcast is. What is a podcast?
It's basically like a radio program that's recorded. So like the podcast, trying to think who, I don't know. There's
So why would we need a PowerPoint? Norman, that's your job. Prepare PowerPoint.
I know. Did you guys look at this sample one from previous year?
No.
Not yet. I will say I did a PowerPoint.
Hello,
Um,
hi, I'm Deb McKinn.
Hi, I'm David O'Neill.
My name is Marina Russell.
And I'm Jordan Norman. Welcome. We're speaking
Do you guys
tonight
want
about
to
the future role of the military in Pakistan. We have a great program for you.
Can you see
Talking
that
about the
screen?
Pakistan military
Yep.
right now. As we've been able to learn throughout this course so far, Pakistan
Yeah, so they're like talking over their thingy, which is what we could do like
they have not
that,
spent time building their
or do
military
it different
power.
than that.
Pakistan is currently ranked as 17th most powerful world power today, and for good reason. Pakistan has excelled in the production of warfare for land, air, and sea. They currently have a total of 3,000 tanks, 1,000 aircrafts, 27 ships/submarines, and many other assets. The military is logistically well placed throughout the country, earning the respect of contemporary participants.
Okay, well
Blah,
anyway,
blah, 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 blah.
that link is under
The notes from instructor.
notes from instructor for this week's lesson 4.
Mhm.
So I think when they're talking about script, we need to write a script that has a part for everybody. And then is anybody any good at editing? Because it sounds like they really want to hear everybody on it. So it's almost like we'll have to write
That's what I
the
was
script.
curious about, because if we did, there are certain like screen sharing things that you can do where different people can talk and one person can control it, and you're like just taking a capture of the screen, and then, you know, like we're doing now, you know, we could record this. I think there's a way to do it all at once instead of like each of us reading our own thing and sending like MP3 files and then putting it all together and yada yada. There's got to be an easier way than that, because that's a crazy amount of work. Although edit, compile audio files is somebody's job, so maybe they can deal.
You know
Who's
what?
that?
PowerPoint.
Emily, good luck.
I'm pretty sure PowerPoint, you can insert audio for each slide. Then what you would need to do is play that, because I think you would have to manually click through each slide. I don't know how to make it automatically advance. Manually click through it, because when you click on the next slide on slideshow, it will start playing that audio.
Yeah, I used that for a project a couple weeks ago. Hope you didn't see it because it worked very well. For some reason it was too large and I couldn't download all of it. But it's really easy with PowerPoint to record your own particular voice on that slide. And then
I think it also allows you to import like an MP3 audio file. You can either record or you can import, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
You can
okay.
drag and drop it right to it.
Yeah.
As long as the file exists within the folder it's on. Does that make sense? I like burned a CD once with a PowerPoint, but I forgot to put the music that was linked to the PowerPoint on the CD, and it did not work. So you'd have to somehow link them together.
So correct me if I'm wrong. So we're talking about making a PowerPoint with our own audio to our slide, and then we just share it with each other.
Kind of, yeah.
Like
I mean, that'll be easy if that's what we're talking about.
I just don't know how to get, like Channeling was saying, I think it would be a really big file. I'm not sure how to get that to everybody else.
Right. True.
Because if you think back in the days of downloading music, I don't know if anybody ever did that way back when. Like 5 megabytes was like the average size for 5-minute long song, and that's a really big file to download from.
But if everybody just does I'm looking at this, and what's the timer? It has to be under 5 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No more than 5 minutes. I'm just thinking, if we've got 5 people in our group, if we just all did, let's just say we have 10 slides, and everybody does 30 seconds per slide. So everybody will just do 2 slides, 2 30-second snippets.
Okay.
So 30 seconds per slide, 2 slides each?
Yeah.
And I would say if your slide needs more information, you could probably bleed into somebody else's, because I'm sure one is not going to need 30 seconds. Just in case.
Well, I mean, we could do 4 15-second slides if we wanted to each.
Or I can write the script in a way that breaks it up correctly on slides.
The sample one that I'm scrolling through right now only has 10 slides and the bibliography at the end, or the resources at the end. So it might sound really choppy if we do 15-second.
Yeah, it would be blasting through. That would be a lot of slides. I guess it kind of depends on how the topic fleshes itself out as we research it and figure out what we want to say about it, to determine how many slides and who says what. I think that's something that'll happen organically while we work on the project together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let me go back. So I'm looking at it has to be between 5 and 6 minutes long. So it has to be 5, no more than 6. So back to our team. Let me do this. Maybe this will help. Um, maybe this will help us start to kind of gel around something. Let me try putting together like 10 slide headings or topics. And then
Should the researchers maybe do that? Since they're the ones digging through all the information and compiling it together to figure out what we want to talk about?
I'm kind of thinking that if we leave it really open-ended to begin with, the researchers are going to have a hard time deciding what to research. But if we have like 10 topics or 10 things that kind of flow,
Mm-hmm.
it's basically like writing your chapter headings for a book and then filling in the blanks, kind of getting the material that you need for each chapter.
True, true.
So remind me your topic again. It's women's
Women's rights.
rights. Okay. Making sure.
Because I mean, really, I think it's going to be somewhat natural that the first maybe 4 slides can deal with women's roles and rights historically, and then we can have like a transition. Slide 5 can be kind of a transitional to maybe 5, 6, and 7 are based on what's happening now. Here's where we think it's going to go, and then slides 8, 9, and 10 are going to be what women's rights could look like in the year 2026, and then just have like a little scenario and maybe show what it could look like or something like that. I don't know, that's kind of vague, but
No, that's actually pretty good.
What do you think, Charlie? And Anna?
I think that's good. I think the word women's, I don't like that it's a plural word, but I'm making plural, or, sorry, I'm just taking notes on that document.
yeah, that's fine. I see that.
Oh.
Just about stuff that we're doing. So I don't forget it, because I usually just write stuff down, but I'm not getting it. Excuse me. So then, yeah, that would flow really well. So then I guess that future scenario, that would be like where we think women's rights are going to be in 2016. So that, Whitney, that would be where you want to focus your attention, and then researchers research the history and fill up those 4 slides. And then we work together as a group to think like what direction we think it's heading in.
Yeah, I can have slide headings, and maybe I'll just post them on this document by, I don't know, by like Friday. And then the researchers can kind of start plugging in stuff just in a rough draft format to the slide where it's appropriate. And while that's happening, um, Anna, you can be kind of looking at it, looking at the information. You can use that information to write the script.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a good way to organize it.
Works for me.
Anonymous gopher.
I could use a drink. I'm empty. Oh, and those slide headings wouldn't need to be set in stone if we find the research leading in a slightly different
Oh yeah.
direction.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Cool. Oh, the more information, the better,
Yeah.
as far as the research goes.
The more information, the better.
Yeah, because then, as like when you're making a PowerPoint, you know, you put like basic bullet points or small bits of information, but then when you talk over it, you say a lot more.
Yep.
So in order to help me write that, instead of me having to do all that research too, more info the better.
Okay.
I can boil it down for the script and boil it down for the PowerPoint.
Okay.
Cool. This will be a good project. I'm looking forward to see what women's rights in Pakistan are like, because I know they have the right to vote legally. Husbands say no, though. It's garbage.
I think one slide topic could be what rights they have legally and what rights they have in reality. Because I would assume from reading Malala so far, she had the legal right to go to school, but if there's militant groups or individuals from the Taliban going around and shooting girls that go to school, then there's that dichotomy between what they're legally able to do versus what they can actually do.
As a reference, a lot of this stuff relates to the book we're being asked to read now, I Am Mala.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can get a lot of ideas from the book, just explaining her life.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So there's a lot of information in there you can grab from.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think this has been really helpful in kind of getting a direction. What to do now?
Go to bed.
I'm fine with that.
I think we got a lot of good work done.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything else they want to add? You can certainly add it either to this document or via email.
You wanted us to add our information to this team contract that you kind of just summed up, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have information that doesn't fit a slide, just throw it on there somewhere and kind of give it a heading so we kind of know what it is. Or if you want to add a slide or title a slide for some really good information you get, feel free to do that too.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, I recorded this, so we will send this to Sarah
And Charlie.
and Charlie.
Yeah, and Charlie.
All right, so I'm going to... Oh, are you raising your hand?
Me? No, I was just touching
No,
my face.
I can't hear
Sorry about
Janet
that.
Lee. Okay.
Are you going to email a copy of the recording to everybody?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Well,
Thank you,
good
everybody.
job, guys.
Thank you for your